We are at LAX for the Cure. I'm with Coach Chris Halfpenny from Notre Dame, head coach. Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Now, I think Notre Dame is one of the most recognizable brands of all time. And when we're talking about college lacrosse, everybody knows about Notre Dame.
Yep.
Now, what are some of those values you instill at Notre Dame?
Yeah, I think that our core values are completely in alignment with what our women's lacrosse program also stands for. Excellence, number one. Our academics, our athletics, tradition is huge. But two things that make coming to this tournament so special are community, and service. Two things that go hand in hand. And, of course, the backbone of everything at Notre Dame is our faith-based, education. And, every year looking forward to this event, because when you see an event that aligns with what you stand for and what your school stands for, that makes it even more special. I think it makes the smiles even bigger here all weekend.
Absolutely. So you talk about community and service. I think Notre Dame does have a great sense of community. And what's even cooler about this event at LAX for the Cure is that a Notre Dame women's lacrosse alumni created this event, LAX for the Cure. I'm talking about Jess Schulberg.
That's right.
What does it mean for you, especially you being at Notre Dame, what does it mean for you having an alumni come up with a powerful event like this?
Yeah, well, again, in alignment, right? Jess was on the first ever varsity women's lacrosse team. She was a 99 grad and helped actually set the foundation for the University of Notre Dame women's lacrosse program that is just now in its 30th year of existence. And she's also the founder that is, that is LAX for the Cure. Without Jess, there is no LAX for the Cure. And I think that, this cause found her. And when she saw that she had an opportunity to utilize lacrosse and utilize her platform for good, that's what it's all about at Notre Dame, right? Like, how can we be a cause for good? How can we go out in the world and make things better? And, Jess found just exactly that, able to take, she's brilliant. She's a wonderful student athlete at Notre Dame back in her day. I didn't have the fortunate opportunity to coach her. Matter of fact, we're the same age, so I was playing in college at the same time. But, we've been fast friends ever since this event began. We ran into each other, and, we basically both kind of started our families at the same time, and we were both passionate about our careers at the same time. And to see how this has grown under Jess's leadership, Jess and Charlie together, it's just really special. And now I have the great pleasure and honor to have one of Jess's daughters on my team, in Gracie Schulberg. So it's been really cool. It's like a family affair. But just, again, seeing those aligned values, going into the world and taking the lacrosse community and putting us all together for one common cause. Like I said, you can just see the big smiles on everybody's face, and it's the labor of love that Jess has with this is really something special. I mean, look at what they've done here, $6 million. Like, it's excellent.
Yeah.
It is excellent.
It absolutely is excellent. I can't believe it. I've been coming to this event for quite some time, and it just feels like this event gets bigger and bigger every single year.
Yep.
And it's so great to see that it's for a great cause.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep. So you being at Notre Dame, I'm sure there's so much to love about Notre Dame, but what are one of the things that you love the most about Notre Dame?
Yeah, we say often, like, Notre Dame is a special place for special people. And it's always about the people, having that opportunity to develop our young people into strong, confident women that will be the leaders in whichever chosen field they have and within their communities, and giving back to something good. I think that is a very serious, privilege and honor that me and my staff, that everybody that works at Notre Dame, we're overlapping with some of the greatest people in the world. And so it truly is the people that make the place, and it's the experiences that we get to have together. It's how we grow through challenges, and how we, get to also take great joy and excitement in all of the successes we have together. So it's great. I mean, the journey is wonderful. It's very humbling to be at a university that has one of the biggest brands in all of not just college sports, but sports. But again, that backbone of excellence and the unity piece, and community and service and faith. I think that those are some of the most exciting things that we get to pass along to one generation to the next.
So you've been at Notre Dame since 2004?
No, this is just wrapped up year 15.
Year 15.
So yes, yes.
Okay, so what does that say? 2011?
So that was, yes, summer of 2011 I came on board, and
Okay.
2012 was my first season.
All right, so since 2012, how has your coaching style changed at Notre Dame?
Yeah, I came young. Like, when I think about that, I'm like, wow. Like, I came to Notre Dame at the ripe young age of 32 was my second head coaching opportunity. Also a young mother. I have two boys who are actually now in college, and one's about to enter his senior year in high school. And, me and my husband kind of take that. You reflect and you look and go, man, like, you grow, right? As a coach, I think you grow as a parent, you grow as a manager. I've worked with unbelievable assistants that have come through the program, and I think that there is a calm and a conviction that comes in as I age. I think that also, though, I'm big energy. I think that anybody that knows me that knows there's like a big energy about me that regardless of as I've grown and maybe been able to grow into that calm, that conviction, really understanding kind of the landscape. There's still that big energy, which I love. I love the game. I love teaching. I think that that's one of the most exciting things about what we do as educators is teaching. So, so I try to stay true to that.
I think it's awesome to see how much education and coaching are parallel. A lot of people don't understand how close it is. You think coaching is just coaching, but no, you're when you break it all down, you're an educator. You're just teaching people how to be better people and better athletes.
That's right.
Absolutely. So I was looking at your Notre Dame record this year, and you guys had a pretty good year. I'm sure not to your standards, but in my eyes, I'm like, you guys are playing top level lacrosse, playing against the best teams in the country. Now, what's a moment this year that sticks out to you specifically?
Yeah, what was so exciting this year was returning the group that we had and how they meshed with our younger classes. I mean, it's not often when you have that many young players. We had our underclassmen, freshmen, and sophomores were 23 young players on a team. And, when we looked at it, there was a majority of them were on the field. And we had these veterans that just took them right under their wing. And they just meshed so well, and they played so hard together. And they just loved playing together and being around each other, which was something that was obviously so rewarding and such a joy. And to see how they handled, the hard. We had a lot of people out there with gaining experience for the first time, but the support that they gave to each other was just incredible. Opening the season at home with a big win over Michigan, and then hitting the road and having two more top 20 wins over Boston College and Harvard. Those were wonderful. Those are games, but I think that when we take that step back, we look at all the relationships that were formed and how tight those older kids were with the younger kids, and that it's like now we have those graduates going into the alumni role, and now they'll serve us and support us in a role of alumni where they're very much still engaged with the team and connected. And I think that those areas are huge. We had our annual Daughters for Dads event, which also is a cancer awareness fundraiser, second annual trivia night at Notre Dame, and that almost sold out. So next year we're looking forward to selling out 2 more tables during that event in March, which that was a huge one. Those are the things you look back on and go, wow, that was really exciting. That was a lot of fun.
I think that's awesome. You talk about your culture, and I think that's a testament of your culture, just seeing how well your older girls could bring along those younger kids and just bring them into that Notre Dame family life. I know you got a lot of recruiting to do today at this event. I know your summer's been crazy, but with the last question I have for you is, what advice would you give to one of the lacrosse players playing at this event?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, there's a lot going on. It's a busy summer, even at this event. The sidelines are littered with top-level coaches with, their iPads out and their phones out and their pens running. That's background noise. Leave that alone. Remember why you play the sport, right? Like, you play the sport because you love it. Like, lean into that competition. Be your authentic self. Let that shine and have fun. like, just keep on remembering how much fun. Celebrate yourself and your own successes. Celebrate your teammates' successes, and, have fun, and take a minute to, like, look around, look at all the vendor tents and the club tents and all of the people that are here for the common good. It's pretty awesome to see what lacrosse can do for you, right? So keep it like zoomed out a little bit, and have fun, meet someone new, and continue joining this great fight against one cause altogether.
I love it. Have fun and meet someone new. It was a pleasure meeting you, Coach Chris. Thanks a lot for joining me today.
It's great to meet you too. Thanks so much for having me.